Yo, what's up guys, how are you doing today, man? Coming out with some more NBA breakdowns of the day. We have a two from Woj, and the tweet reads: after finalizing a contract buyout with the Utah Jazz, 9-time All-Star guard Russell Westbrook plans to sign a deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. So Westbrook goes from LA to technically Utah, end up getting away from them in that trade that ended up sending D'Lo and Malik Beasley and Jay Vando to the Lakers. D'Lo, obviously former Timberwolves, Beasley, former Jazz, and all of them. And the deal also sent Mike Conley to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and all that deal, he was involved in that deal, was a former Laker, and now he's going to the Los Angeles Clippers, and he's teaming up with his former teammate in OKC, Paul George, where they played together, and they actually were really fun to watch a couple years back. Now Russell Westbrook, I want to see what his role is going to look like with the LA Clippers. As we know, the Clippers are one of the deepest teams in basketball, if not the deepest team in basketball. The team has a lot of quality NBA guys on that team, and Ty Lue, come playoff time, he's gonna have to make some tough decisions because there are some quality NBA guys, quality stars. And in terms of the point guard in particular, I want to see what they do. Is Terrence Mann still starting at point guard, or is Brody coming off the bench? I want to see how that all transpires. I want to see all of this because, as we know, Westbrook was the sixth man for the Lakers this season. He had a good amount of good games, and he had just some questionable performances. So I want to see what kind of position he will land into. I mean, I want to see all of that. But yeah, Russell Westbrook at the Clippers, I feel like we were all expecting this to happen. Paul George campaigning for him, saying, I think yesterday, that he wants to see Westbrook win a ring. I'm like, yeah, he's going to the Clippers. I mean, there were rumblings about the Heat, rumblings about the Wizards, rumblings about the Bulls. I mean, Westbrook wants to compete for his first NBA championship, he said. So I guess I feel like the Clippers were the best possible option. So, hey, Russell Westbrook gonna go out and win that ring. He goes from Staples Center back to Staples Center. He doesn't have to change. He doesn't have to get a new house. He doesn't have to do anything. He's literally in the same arena he was playing. Not, I guess it's not Staples anymore. I mean, I'm gonna call it Staples. It's Crypto.com arena, man. Fuck that. It's Staples Center, and it will probably be Staples Center, okay? But yeah, Russell Westbrook is officially part of the LA Clippers. Really want to see what his role will be. Obviously, there's guys like PG and Kawhi, and then they just recently get Bones Highland, who I, in my opinion, I think more fits a shooting guard position than it is a point guard position. So I guess that won't really change too much. But again, there's some quality guys on this team that I want to see whose minutes will decrease because of the addition of a guy like Russell Westbrook. I mean, you have guys, even starters, like obviously Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, two all-star caliber players, two of the top, I would say 15, 20 players in basketball and fully healthy, especially Kawhi in that top five. You have guys, just recently got Eric Gordon off the bench. You have a really good sixth man in Norman Powell. You have Mason Plumlee. You got Terrence Mann. Apparently, he's now the starting point guard. I want to see if that changes now with the Russell Westbrook or not. You have guys like Zubac, your starting center. Nick Batum is a good stretch big off the bench. Robert Covington, who I would say has been having a down year. We know how good he is, at least defensively, when he's hitting a three-point shot. And that really just turns back the clock to when he was actually a really consistent 3 and D guy in the NBA. Like I said, you have Eric Gordon, who I really think he's been fitting pretty well with the Clippers. Obviously, his former team, from the Rockets to now back to the LA Clippers, playing some meaningful basketball for the first time in years. And you got Bones Highland, who I think is more of a shooting guard than a point guard. Yes, he hasn't been improving, I guess, in terms of his playmaking, but I still more see him as a shooting guard. He's really just a guy that's just a really good scorer. Playmaking wise, definitely still room to grow in terms of that. And then you have guys like Marcus Morris, who has been pretty inconsistent this season, but we know how good he is as a stretch big when he's actually hot. So yeah, there's a lot of guys that come playoff time, Tyler's gonna have to make some tough decisions, man. There's literally just quality NBA players, quality NBA players on his roster. And I really just want to see how the minutes kind of come about for everybody on this team, because this is a very talented team. Like I said, one of the most talented teams, one of the most deepest teams in the NBA. Now you got a guy like Russell Westbrook as well. That definitely is a W in my opinion. I feel like we all thought he was going to end up going with the Clippers. Like I said, PG was campaigning for him. A lot of guys behind the scenes, I think, were campaigning to get a guy like Westbrook on a team that finally ended up pulling the trigger. Westbrook is officially part of the Clippers, and I believe they play like early April against the Lakers in Staples Center. So that's going to be a must-watch game. Westbrook against his former team, yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting to see right there. But yeah, Westbrook is officially part of the Clippers. How do you guys feel about this, Clippers fans? How do you guys feel about this in NBA in general? How do you guys feel about this move right here? Westbrook going to the Clippers. In my opinion, I feel like it's a pretty good move for the Clippers. Getting a guy like Russell Westbrook, a high energy guy, a guy that will always just put his body on the line, a guy that's just high energy, high motor, man. His game might not always be there every single game, but you do know that he's going to come with that energy every single game, and he still is a really good playmaker in this league as well. So I definitely like this move for them. Again, I want to see who starts between him and Terrence Mann. Apparently, they didn't want to trade Terrence Mann for a guy like Fred VanVleet, who's having a down year by his standards. So they really like him, and Terrence Mann has been playing some good basketball for the first. He's been playing like the best basketball of his career since that series he had against the Jazz, just dismissing Rudy Gobert in the playoffs. So definitely want to see what happens in terms of that. But that is that. Westbrook is officially a LA Clipper. But other than that, yo, that is the video. Go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and to like the boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.